Welcome back to Rastas Realities, where my reality is your reality. Thanks for joining in when you could be any place in the city. Roll with me as I go into the center and enter into our reality. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. The Mayo media took a blow on the Ahmaud Arbery case with clear and concise further proof of white supremacy with the malicious nature of the death of our brother from another by those two rednecks. Along with the fact that the same media loves to blame the victim when the victim is of ebony descent. Not to mention sharing the case file of the murdered to put on display as to convict again and justify unruly actions of another. This is called changing the narrative, or deflection. Saying to all who views the incident, don't look at this, look at that. And usually this portion of it is far more important. The fact that someone may have been seeking social currency, filming the slaughter, expose what we all already have knowledge of. The issue was the mindset of the killers, believing that they were in the old school hunter black, killer black. Get pictures and show the guys over the fire and some booze. The Mayo media failed to draw the narrative that Ahmaud Arbery deserved to die, and for obvious reasons. That said, what were their following actions? The Sean Reed story. What a surprise. When the Ahmaud Arbery story had not ran its course. These both are anti-black stories that speak to the inner honky and redneck to encourage those with weak constitutions to grab a gun and find the black and kill them, and the media will cover for their actions. This is deflection at its finest. Let me clarify. Deflection for those of us who love being told what to do and think regarding their own lives. Then there's the rest of us who are privy and fond of critical thinking, intelligence, and doing the work. We have knowledge of and do not accept the okie doke. What's worse than the Mayo media, rednecks, white supremacy, ebony people being slaughtered publicly and filmed? Glad you asked, by thought. Off of code. Let me say that again. Off of code. I don't agree with everything that Neely Fuller stated about being on code. Like, if somebody's harming you in your family, and if someone's harming you in your family, you're not supposed to hold them accountable. You're not supposed to say anything. Don't air the dirty laundry. Blah blah blah. That's bullshit, because that is poison from within. Now, code represents black first, handling our issues and problems without giving the oppressors and their spectators any material that can be used against you and your ethnicity. This is best shown by watching the other ethnicities and how they operate when one of theirs fuck up and get caught in the media with it. Other ethnicities hate each other just as much as they hate us. But because they all are cognizant of the bigger picture, when it's time to get on code and stay on code, they are on the motherfucking ball. They own the money. It is only us who don't learn those type of things. Let me rephrase that. It is some of us who don't understand that. Holding those around you accountable for their actions or lack of is on code. On code also means to not do the oppressor's job for them. It's like the scene in Training Day where Denzel ordered the gang members to kill Ethan. I believe it was towards the end of the movie, and the head member stated that you got to put in your own work around here, homie. And that's the way that it should be when it comes to the male media, the white supremacists, and any other ethnicities that are seeking to harm and disparage us even any further than us disparaging ourselves. Which brings me to Sean Reed's family, the young man who was on Facebook Live and killed by the cops. Sean Reed's own sister, who got caught being off of code, stating that her brother was wrong on so many levels. Even if that is true, you do not say that type of thing out loud for someone else to record you and to use later. You just don't do that. The male media recorded her dumbass giving the media gasoline for the fire that they threw her brother in. Don't believe me? Do your research. Oh, by the way, the same thing happened in the Eric Gardner's case. And the case of his family. A family member. Not his immediate family, but his widow. A black female. Who stated, well, you go look it up. I'm not going to get into all of that. But it's out there. Do your research. Family members co-signing the death of not only their own people, but family members must be left behind. That, ladies and gents, is equivalent of an enemy. I have said this a many times and will continue to do so. Do not believe that both of these females' stupidity will not be used. Not used against not only their family, putting them all in further damage, but to other Ebony families as well. We cannot fight the white supremacists and the idiot family members of the unjustified Slade. This speaks to my video, Not Everyone Can Go, which will be linked in the description, and that is what I meant in that video. Check it out. Subscribe, click the bell to get notifications when I go live and when I drop new videos. I appreciate you being here. Salute to you. Stop loving a lie, giving others ammunition while we die, cry, and get a check. This shit isn't funny. Allowing injustices while collecting hush money. The damage afterwards cannot be mitigated. Love for oneself and people must always be demonstrated. I am Rasta Akil Bomani for Rasta's Realities. Peace to you.